y'all? What's good? It's me, L Teddy 27. It's Angry Teacher Chronicles, and this is once again my review for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, season 8, episode 8, I believe. Yeah. Um. Oh, let me show my shirt because people be asking me about my shirt. So, this shirt says 10 reasons why Kirk is better than Picard. Captain Kirk, Captain Picard. Yeah, great shirt. Anyway, so let's get right down to it. So we start off with the couples arriving for the couples trip, and they arrive um, to go get on the bus or whatnot. And Rashida and Kirk had this idea that the guys would ride on one bus and the girls would ride on one bus. So you got Rashida and Kirk, you got BK and Sierra, you got Scrappy and Bam, and you got Jock and Kendra, and then fucking Carly shows the fuck up with Shekinah. Just a damn mess. And let me tell you something. These hookers on a lot of these shows, if definitely Love and Hip Hop, but I see the shit on the Housewives whenever I do watch that because I rarely watch the Housewives because this shit is unwatchable. But the few times I have watched it, I see the same thing. These hookers are all the way a whole goddamn disredam spectful. Disredam spectful. Why? Because if I'm telling your monkey ass that this is a motherfucking couple strip, bitch, that don't mean a plus one. Bitch, that means a couple. Whoever the fuck you fucking at that time. Not this bitch who. Ugh. I just can't. I mean, they just be inviting any damn body. Just any damn body. And the last thing, first of all, I don't even know why that bitch was even allowed to get on the bus. Because if I was Kirk and Rashida and she rolled up there with Shekinah, I would have sent her ass back home. I would have said, hey, boo. Hey, that wasn't a part of the agreement and the parameters. So, y'all can truck it on back home and we'll be going on this, going on to the good cabin. I'm just not here for. And you'll see, it was just, Carly was an entire fucking mess this whole time. I mean, on the ride there, Carly, I mean, she's about the whole misery loves company mantra because she was on the fuck shit and fuckery from the time they got their ass on the bus. So she saw it as her way to make everybody around her just as miserable and lonely as she is. So she went on this thing where she tries to tell Kendra all about what her and Jock did last year on the trip in Houston or whatever. And she told her that her and Jock was in the room. She told Kendra that her and Jock was in the room and that Jock pulled out his dick, but they ain't have sex, but he did pull out his dick. And girl, 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 she's so in. She's so in a fucking appropriate. Like, uh, let me tell you something. Why would I mean at this point? She's no better than Pooh, who she seems to have all of these issues with. This bitch got every issue in the world with Pooh, cause Pooh keep bringing out all this information from way back in the day, but she doing the same thing. I mean, oh look, I just can't with Carly. I just cannot. This entire episode, the bitch was nauseating, nauseating. She was. I mean, I just can't with her. So she went and told Kendra all about shit that her and Jock supposedly allegedly did on the trip or whatever. Then she goes and tells Carly goes and tells Sierra all about how Pooh and BK was apparently flirting at Pooh's birthday trip to Mexico or wherever they went or whatever. It was just a damn mess. And so now Kendra upset with Jock, Sierra upset with BK. Jock don't know nothing about it. BK don't know nothing about it. So now they finna be, fucking, caught off guard when they get off this goddamn bus and get to this goddamn cabin. Let me tell you. Just a mess. Just a fucking mess. So then we get to the cabin and they start, Rashida and Kirk them tell them why they're here and start talking about that they're gonna have activities and things like that to help the couples get good with each other or get right with each other or whatever. Girl, fucking. Then we had to follow our hashtag FTFB, our fall the fuck back moment. So Sierra tells BK, hey, I need to talk to you over here to the side. She confronts BK about what Carly said about BK flirting with Pooh at her birthday trip or whatever. So BK is like, Carly, the fuck that bitch talking about me for, and what the fuck I got going on? So he calls Carly over there, and Carly was like, yeah, I saw you, dot, dot, dot. And then this bitch just infuses herself into their whole argument, because now she feels like she is right to the argument between these two. So now this bitch got the nerve to be, well, you need to just go ahead and apologize. Wait. Hello? Bitch, fall the fuck back. Take it back, hoe. Run it back, bitch. Because if me and my mate and me and my boo is having a conversation and you bring your little tricking ass over here, your skank audacious ass come over here and got the nerve to infuse yourself and inject yourself into what the fuck we got going on, bitch, we gonna have some motherfucking problems. We gonna have some motherfucking problems. And let me tell you something. First of all, Sierra was supposed to check Carly. She was supposed to check that bitch and say, hey bitch, no, fall the fuck back and carry your ass over there. Because this is me and him conversation. I don't need you in this. I got this. Because BK would have been all sorts of wrong had he really went off on Cardi like he should have. Because she had no business being in that information. I looked at that shit like, bitch, if you don't fall your ass the fuck back. Girl, I just can't. I just can't with Cardi. I just cannot. I am so done. I mean, just so done. She's exhausting. She's tiring. Just tiring. Just fucking tiring. Let me move on. That was our fall the fuck back moment, honey. Just let me tell you. So then we got Moniece at the studio. The Gutter Snipe. Right up out the hood. Shows up and she comes late or whatever. So Moniece tells the Gutter Snipe, I mean, they have dialogue about, hey, you be late, da da da. The Gutter Snipe say, I got a lot going on. As if she's the only one in the world with real world stuff going on. I mean, because you're the only one that got shit going on. Gutter Snipe. But whatever. So she tells the Gutter Snipe that, hey, I'm going to collab with Tokyo on, a track or two on my EP or whatever. So the Gutter Snipe apparently has a problem with anybody who's not born and raised in Atlanta and has the audacity to make music in Atlanta, because I guess she stakes claim on everything that is ATL, all artists, all producers, all studios, and all that. Girl, fuck. That was almost another fall the fuck back moment. Bitch, who the fuck are you? Girl, if you don't sit your big ass the fuck down somewhere, sit your ass down the fuck somewhere, Gutter Snipe. I'm not. Listen. And then had the nerve. Oh, y'all, I grew here. Y'all flew here. And anybody that come here got to check in with the queen. Queen of what? Queen of what? Queen of what? Queen of bullet holes? Queen of shrapnel in our brains? Queen of my kids is in child protective services? Queen of, oh, I ain't got my shit together, so I need somebody to bail me out and try and get me a house? Queen of, I claim I'm this big music artist, but I ain't never had a big single. Don't nobody know who the fuck I am, and I ain't never did nothing in the music industry. Queen of what? Girl, if you don't sit your big ass the fuck down somewhere. Girl. I had to calm down. Just a lot of moments in this episode that just made me. This was just a whole fall the fuck back episode. The entire episode should have been titled hashtag FTFB. Fall the fuck back. Next, it just started. It was just spiraling at this point. The whole entire episode was spiraling out of control at this point. Went just from bad to worse. We go from the pot to the fire. So now we got Carly Red at the cabin introducing fucking sex toys to everybody because that was appropriate. Because now her disrespectful ass is. And so she has this back and forth with Jock that was very inappropriate with his girlfriend Kendra there, which further explains why the fuck was she there? Why was she allowed to come? And Rashida seems, baffled that this bitch is ruining everything. No, bitch, Rashida, you shouldn't have let that bitch come. I'm just sorry. I mean, she's just out of order. She's out of control, out of order. She's out of control. Kendra takes Jock upstairs and confronts Jock about the shit that Carly says. Jock swears up and down that he ain't do it. Jock's evidence is he says, well, I got your name tattooed on my dick a year ago. So if Carly say my dick was out in front of her, then she would have seen your name on my dick. So if she didn't tell you she saw your name on my dick, then that bitch lying. Which I guess makes sense. But I don't want to know. Listen, it was enough for me to have been confronted by the pictures that surfaced on the internet a couple years ago of Jock's meat anyway. So now I have to couple that with the image of Kendra now tattooed on his penis, and so my brain immediately went to intimate details. I mean, what font did you get? Did you get sans serif? Did you get Comic Sans? Did you get Times New Roman? Did you get Helvetica? I mean, what was the type size? Was it 11 point font? Was it 12 point font? I mean, remembering the size of your penis, I don't figure that the font size went any higher than about 18. I mean, it ain't like you was gonna get 36, 44 size font on there. I mean, I'm just saying, did you get the calligraphy font? I mean, the mental pictures strolling through my brain and the questions that I need answers about this alleged tattoo of Kendra spelled on his meat. Just saying. I know y'all was thinking the same thing. Don't act like you wasn't thinking the same thing because you thinking the same thing I was. I'm just saying. Let me move on because this episode was just so out of control. So then, moving on, the couple started doing this exercise where it was like what you like and don't like about your mate, which was good. It was good. Not a whole lot. But I did notice Carly, while they were talking and the different couples were talking about what they liked and don't like about each other, she's over there on her phone just sulking, looking for the next opportunity to ruin another couple and ruin another life. I mean, just looking for any opportunity to ruin another relationship. That's really what she looked like she was doing, sulking over there, sitting at their table. So next we got this episode. I guess Mona always tries to infuse some kind of touchy-feely moment. Lord. You got the gutter snipe right up out the hood that goes to claims. I don't know how much I believe of this, but she's claiming that this is the first time she's gone to her mother's gravesite since her mom died some years ago or whatever. So she starts crying, and her big ass she just start rolling her big ass all over the ground, crying and shit, and yelling and sobbing and stuff. I just couldn't get over the fact that this bitch had this green hair in her head looking like a Oompa Loompa. I mean, I wanted to break into Oompa Loompa Doopa Dee Dat. The gutter snipe is ugly and fat. I mean, come on now. Tell me she ain't look like an Oompa Loompa. Because that makeup she had on had a real nice orange hue to it. I mean, it was Donald Trump-esque. I mean, it was Cheetos, Chester Cheetah-esque. So it had a nice orange hue to it. Coupled with the green hair. Girl, she was an Oompa Loompa. Rolling all over the floor. Rolling all over that dirty ass ground. Get your big ass the fuck up. You the one who chose not to go to your mama grave, and now you all on the ground crying. Girl, if you don't get your fat ass up, I just couldn't. This episode, I'm telling you, it was spiraling out of control. The whole episode should have been titled hashtag FTFB. Fall the fuck back. Girl, I couldn't. So next, we back at the cabin. Bambi meets with Kendra and tries to give Kendra advice. But here's my thing. Bambi is giving Kendra advice based on what she went through. Sometimes it's dangerous to get relationship advice from other people because they can only come to you based on what they have experienced or their situation, and your situation just may not be that. I mean, you can listen, but sometimes if you take all of what they say to heart, the shit can be dangerous, and it may not, what worked for them may not necessarily work for you. So that's the danger in trying to get advice about your relationship from other people. You got to take that into consideration. We then see Tokyo and Moniece meet up at a restaurant, and they started talking about how the gutter snipe didn't like Tokyo. Well, I couldn't focus on all of that because every time they cut away to Tokyo in this goddamn confessional with that damn pink hair looking, it looked like, and you know they say the camera adds pounds, but every time I saw her in that confessional with this pink hair, and I'm not trying to body shame anybody, but it looked in that confessional like they added about 50 to 100 lbs on her, because she just looked a lot bigger in that confessional, and that pink hair was just a mess. She just looked a damn mess in that confessional, just a damn mess, and I couldn't even focus on what the fuck they were saying because I was too busy paying attention to how horrible fucking Tokyo looked in this confessional. Whatever. Y'all let me know in the comments perhaps what they were talking about, because I really couldn't focus. I just couldn't. So then we're back at the cabin. Arkansas Mo, Arkansas Low, Arkansas Joe Blow, whatever, shows up. Shekinah lets him in, tells Carly he's at the door, and he brings Carly a gift or whatever, and they go outside to talk, and then you just have Carly, she just breaks into character and starts putting on for the camera. It was a fucking mess. It was just a damn mess. A complete and utter mess. And I don't know why Tokyo, Joe Blow, Mo Flow, Though Go, whatever, did not get the picture when they were at Carly's house and just got the hell out of Dot and never went back to see her. But he tried to, I guess, get with Carly again, and she did what Carly does. Camera was on, and she said, I guess it's showtime, and she showed her whole ass. Just showed her whole ass. The bitch was nauseating. This hooker was nauseating the entire episode. Every time she came on camera, I was invoking the gag reflex. Dry heaves. Just dry heaves, is what I was having every time she showed up on camera. It was just a damn mess. A damn mess. And finally, the last part you saw was there was this point where everybody was, the couples were speaking their truth. And so people had the opportunity to just disclose information that, maybe their mate did not know and so forth. So Rashida admits that she was unfaithful to Kirk. I don't know why they was all surprised, because if you expect me to believe that Rashida was a whole faithful this whole 19 years and Kirk wasn't, I don't buy it. I never bought it. Never bought it. And so you guys scrappy all surprised like, well, I thought she was a superhero. Bitch, you ain't think she was nothing. Let me tell you something. Couples don't stay together for 20 plus years without one or both, in most cases both, doing something they ain't had no business doing, and they forgive each other and they move on. It's all a part of being in a relationship. Just saying. So I just couldn't help but think before, as it was going off, why the fuck was Shekinah there? Shekinah did not have a vested interest in anything. And so you had moments where Sierra was admitting the infidelity, and I'm sure there were other things that were admitted off camera. Carly was upstairs, by the way, being Carly. But Shekinah did not have any reason to be there. So you have her there just soaking in all this information to perhaps use as ammo on somebody later on. Who the fuck knows? I don't even understand why she was there. I could that to me would have bothered me if I was one of the couples. Like, okay, why is this bitch sitting here looking like a big fat giant turd with clothing on? She does look like a bit like one of them round turds. You know what I'm saying? Cause she's real like, you know what I'm saying? She ain't got no height to her. She real short. She plump. And she looks like a turd. She is the color complexion of a turd. She looked like just one of them big round turds that you let out one day and then, you know, you put clothes on it. I'm just saying, and a wig on it. I'm sorry. That might have been insensitive. But oh well. And that was Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 8, Episode 8. It was just a mess this week. Just a damn mess. A damn mess. We'll be back next week. That's all we got, y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive